Hi, welcome to Entrepreneur Empowered. I'm attorney Sid Pedinti. In today's episode, I'm going to walk you through the exact system that you can use to build and launch your own clothing company. It's a way for you to bring your ideas to life. And today, I'm going to walk you through the exact mechanisms, the step-by-step systems, as well as the processes that go behind this process and show you how easy it is for you to launch and have your own clothing brand. So the first step is thinking about the art, the designs, the logos, the names, or an existing business if you have one, and how to set yourself apart in the marketplace. And one of the ways to do that, and one of the ways to brand yourself while doing that, is to start and launch your own clothing company. It's a way for you to go ahead and express yourself, a way for you to connect with people like you. It's a way for you to build your own tribe, right? Especially if you have unique designs and you develop a good brand behind it, and people start recognizing, connecting, and wearing your clothing. That's how you build a tribe. It's a way for you to make more money in this whole process and also have a greater impact. Spread the word about whatever mission you have, whatever message you have, right? It's a way for you to connect with like minded people, people who get your vision, your art, your messages, whatever you want to express in the form of clothing, they get it and they buy it and they wear it. There's no better model because there's certain things that are necessary in life. One is food, one is shelter, and one is clothing. These are the three necessities. And having a business in one of these is almost guaranteed to make it a success if you can keep costs low, if you can keep yourself from going under from the first stage. And so in the clothing model, traditionally you've had to order a lot of stock, it had to have an inventory, you'd have to have a retail space, but the model has changed. And what we have done is completely adopt an online clothing model. All right, so this is an e-commerce space that you'll have your own clothing company in. The reasons are that the setup is minimal. There's hardly any setup or investment capital cost that goes into this process. You need a basic website. You need a few samples of your actual clothes and your designs and your t-shirts, jackets, sweaters, pants, jeans, whatever you have laid out. You need a few social media ads put together on Facebook and Instagram, and that's about it. Once you have these two, three basic things, you have a clothing company, right? It's a highly profitable business model, right? Clothing sells by itself. Think about yourself and how much you've spent over the last year on the t-shirts that you wear, on pants or jeans, on socks, on hats, shoes, right? On clothing as a whole, as on your whole apparel. It probably is sort of significant, right? Clothing sells by itself, and that's a reason for you to develop your own business by even just examining your own habits. How many t-shirts have you purchased this past year? And so, what if all those were replaced by your own clothes at manufacturing cost with your own logo, with your own design, with what you want on there? And anyway, you're making these purchasing decisions, might as well brand yourself doing it, right? Why not design your own? That's the question I have for you. And that's what this whole process, this whole program of launching a clothing company, that's why it got started. It's your thoughts, it's your designs, it's your clothes. So what do? We launch clothing brands. We've put together every single thing that you need to go from idea to launch to profit. We'll help you take charge. We'll help you bring out your inner entrepreneur. Look, trading is in our DNA. We are all entrepreneurs. From the early man, trading, right, has what has led to exploration of countries, invasions, and of course, entrepreneurship and business. The big companies that people are now employed with were once started the same way, out of garages, out of living rooms, on napkins sometimes. So trading at the end of it between each other is in our DNA, right? You give something of value and you gain something of value. And that's nothing but what we're helping you establish, but in the clothing online arena, so that way you're tapping into the necessities of life. So let me go ahead and describe the program for you, talk about what some of the things are when you're opening a clothing firm, uh, what's some of the things you need to consider, what are some of the pointers you need to keep in mind, and what we do and how we go through this entire process with you. So the theme is, again, like I said, launching your own clothing brand. And I use the word brand, not a business, because we want to make sure you develop brand presence out of it, goodwill in the marketplace, right? Brand recognition and loyalty. So in the business model, we're talking about things like identifying your market. Who are they? What age group do they belong to? What specific interests do they have? What are their purchasing habits in terms of clothing, right? Um, if you read or follow or engage in something very specific, whether it's video games or a blog, or if you're into fitness, or let's say you're into a certain rock band, chances are you have some sort of clothing or apparel related to that specific niche interest, right? And you may have multiple categories of this. And so those are all interests and behaviors that you want to consider when you are launching your own clothing brand. What are some of the audiences following? What are the websites they're on, right? What are the hot topics that are trending in the marketplace that you can capitalize on? These are the things that will determine your price points, and also whether you offer your clothing to men, women, and kids, or exclusively to one of those categories. Whether you're going to have t-shirts, jackets, sweaters, pants, jeans, or is it going to be more customized based on specific fashion that you have an idea of? These are the things that go into developing the brand, right? Now, when you talk about your brand, I want you to think about very specific and concrete ideas, such as what you stand for, a belief, right? What is your core mission? What is something that you can perhaps solve with humor? Is yours an industry or a market that follows good humor, right? For example, I know T-shirts or even professional golf polo shirts, but that have some sort of humorous aspect to it, may in fact go well with a lot of attorneys, right? There's gym wear, or active wear, or home wear, right? When you wear at home, t-shirts for that, and then there's more professional ones once you're in the golf course or on a Friday. Um, if it's a hot day, you want to wear a polo shirt to work, right? So professional polo shirts with your own branding, right? Um, so those are some of the things you want to think about in your industry, right? Is it feel good? Is it motivational or expressional themes that you're going to follow? So, what are some of the things you want in your tribe? What are the connection points? What are some of the common interests that you have? What are some sensitive topics and issues that you can touch upon that people would buy apparel for, right? For example, immigration related stuff. Um, there's certainly a big market there, and it touches upon sensitive topics, right? So you can certainly have a clothing line related to that and focus around people who follow immigration related pages, or have immigration or are outspoken about immigration rights, and perhaps even target different areas where there's events happening around immigration, right? Or rallies. And so tapping into a movement will allow you to leverage or even give you a kickstart in your business many times. Let's talk about money matters. In the program, we also consider your business goals. So once you figured out your market, your price, the type of products and services you want to have, and the way you want to sell them and how you want to sell it to them, the next is to determine what your business goals are. What sort of revenue you have, and you expect out of this business, being realistic about it, making projections, making expectations, right? And then developing cash flow systems that get you there. So the business model, those are the different aspects that you need to consider and what will help you navigate through and part of this clothing launch program, right? So once again, your market, your message, your pricing, the mechanisms to reach your market, and your brand. right? So the model itself, the brand model, what you represent. In the legal model, which is a second aspect to a clothing business, there's a basic set of documents that are there. One is to file a business name. The other is to have an operational structure. Um, there's a trademark search, a trademark registration, so that you have a strong brand identity. You're not infringing upon somebody else's trademark. So those are some of the things you want to consider. Of course, there's something related to copyrights as well, copyright searches and registrations. There's and of course, if you deal with different parties, there's a contract with different parties, your vendors, suppliers, the actual online platforms, the influencers that you hire, the marketing company, perhaps among partners themselves, right? So these are again the basics of having. These are the basic contracts that you need in your clothing business. Let me repeat them. Once again, it's filing your business name, having an operational agreement so that you have a structure, trademark registration and search, copyright registration and search, and contracts with the parties involved. Okay, so that's the basics. When you talk about the intellectual property, the things of value in your clothing brand, you're talking about trademarks and you're talking about copyrights. Trademarks generally cover such things as names, logos, catchphrases that really catch on, and that's something that you can develop as something exclusively to you. Copyrights can be such things as the concepts, the manuals, or the things that you use to develop the work product, um, the actual work itself, the website content. These are all the different copyrighted issues that revolve around them. If you use lyrics from different artists, for example, they may be a copyright, right? Using images that you may just find online, there may be some copyright. So there's certain things you can and cannot do when you're starting a clothing business, and infringing upon somebody else's original work and claiming that to be your own is certainly an area that you want to stay away from because it will probably get you in trouble, right? So thinking about copyrights, thinking about original work, thinking about being as authentic to the brand, to your unique identity as possible is what we're also going to try and do as you develop this entire uh, company. In terms of licensing contracts, as you grow, the strategy that gets deployed in your clothing company that will help you accelerate growth very quickly is licensing, and licensing with different brands, with different partners, investors, perhaps some agents of bigger retailers, and with social platforms, right? The content that you develop, the videos, your promotional material, these are going to be on different social platforms. So we want to make sure that you are completely aware of who those things belong to, how to use your different assets, and how to brand yourself so that your intellectual property is going to be protected at all times. So that encompasses your legal model. In terms of your marketing model, we're going to help you dive into the social media. So Facebook and Instagram included, Facebook profile, Facebook ads. You need an Instagram profile and Instagram ads. It's optional to do Google and YouTube ads and profile for both of them. That's some people are interested in that strategy. Many of them are not. It's up to you. It depends on your market. I would deploy everything to test responses. Also, influencers, we are already managing close to 200 influencers in-house, models, bloggers, and influencers. So if you develop your clothing company in a very specific niche and you're looking for influencers or marketers to help you, we can certainly connect you with those, and find the specific one in your niche so that you can gain instant publicity as well as start getting some immediate response so that maybe in a week you go from zero into profit mode. There's other growth methods, of course, such as partnerships with retailers. There's integration with other sites, even offers with high traffic within high traffic sites like referral sites. Right? There's other ways to deploy and get sales that we'll dive into. In terms of the delivery, which is the toughest portion of it now, right? Yes, you can generate online sales. You develop this product, you put it up. What's next? And that is the delivery portion of it. We are changing the game. because we have actually purchased the retail and printing factory in downtown Los Angeles. Um, it's an art gallery in front with a warehouse portion where we have the printing presses, and that's where we develop the t-shirts. That's where we bring the ideas to life. You will have access to my entire team of designers, website artists, website developers, the print man, the different shippers. We do everything in house. So, in a nutshell, what we've done is completely reverse engineered this process. Okay, so all you need is a few samples for your site printed out, and everything is set after that. Does that make sense? Let me leave you with that thought for 1 second. You only need the samples that you'll be printing out. That's the only samples required. Okay, that's pretty crazy. So that's a way to stretch your dollar. That's a way to go into profit mode as quickly as possible. We want to make sure your funds go towards growing your business, not on inventory. There's no point having all kinds of minimum orders which never get purchased. We're not like other companies. We are looking for a way so that the only investment required is going to be what you need to invest in your company to develop the samples, and that's it. So that way you get to test an idea or concept or a particular art or design, a theme, before actually ordering tons and tons of it. That's, we're changing this game. There's no company out there that does this. We've done a lot of research. We've tried to launch companies in the past until we decided, hey, let's put the whole thing together, and that's where we decided and bought an art gallery, and converted the warehouse portion of it into a printing press with in downtown Los Angeles is where all the garment manufacturers are. So whatever type of apparel you're looking for, we can find it for you. We're talking about the same quality as any big brands you're talking about, whether it's in the professional men's, women's wear, or sportswear, active wear, even kids, right? It's a way for you to start a clothing company and actually purchase your own clothing, even at wholesale cost, same quality as any big brand, but paying 1/10 of it and actually making money. Let me repeat again. We have no minimum orders. So all you need in a step-by-step process really is to design a logo, create some art, come up with a few catchy words or slogans that you think will sell, whether it's on paper, on the computer, even on your phone, or even from a piece of napkin, right? Number two, step number two, upload those designs on the computer, just send it over to us. Step three, we will digitize your art, print it out on clothing of your choice, whether it's t-shirts, sweaters, hoodies, jackets, whatever you're looking for. Just let us know, we'll print it out of that. Step number four, we will shoot the pictures and upload them. Step number five, we will send you the sample so you can test the quality for yourself. Step number six, we will create the ads on Facebook and Instagram so you can start selling right away. Step number seven, we are going to take a professional site and make it for you, customize it with social media links and your brand. Step number eight, we're going to put the final pieces of this entire puzzle together for you and launch. Step number nine, you start selling. That's it. So 1 through 8 is something that you can get done within a few days. So in under a week, you go from idea to actual launch. So step 10, use the sales to reinvest in ads and grow organically. That's the whole name of the game. You're expanding with more clothing, more products, more sales. So how does the program work? How much is it? What are the details of it? Again, we wanted to make this really really simple. It's $500 to set up the store, your own online clothing store with your brand. The tagline, the tags are going to read your brand. This is your own clothing company. $500 to set it up. It includes a simple 3-page website with up to 10 products. On the first page, page 2 is about you, your mission, your brand, why you started this company, what you're trying to accomplish. Step 3 is about social links, giving them pictures, your social media pages, etc. Then you have also social links and ads included in this, in the setup. We'll set up the Facebook and Instagram page for you. Google and YouTube optional, but we'll set it up if you want it, and we'll identify a few influencers that you can work with immediately. Okay. The the game and the name of the game is to go into profit mode. I keep emphasizing that over and over again because we want to make sure you're spending, right, no money from your pocket except for the setup, which you can recoup in month one with sales. So you have a free business. This is a way to build a free business. The entire model is sales focused. It's reverse engineered. You're using client acquired money, things from sales. Your sales is your capital. The more you sell, the more capital you have in your business, right? It's a free business that keeps growing by itself. It's a revenue-based compensation system. That's how we make the money, right? We've at $500 set up, as you can imagine, with all those things, all those assets. It's really cheap. That's just in cost. There's no money we're making on that, right? Just to get you a website, 10 products, shoot them, put them up on models, set it up. You can imagine that there's absolutely nothing left. In fact, we're putting money from our pocket to get this stuff done. But we're willing to split the risk with you and spread it over 6 months, right? And the same way, we're willing to split the reward with you. So that's exactly how we get compensated. If you make money, we make money. This way, it's not just a win-win, but a win-win-win situation. For you and I, the cost is very low. For you, it's low entry barrier. You can start the clothing company of your dreams. For us, it's a win because this is a lean way of operating the business, right? Profit-based model. And it's a win for the customer because we're giving them more choice. We're giving them exactly what they want at lower costs. So things, they can purchase what they need from their phone. We save them a lot of time. We give them exactly what they want, right? Instead of going to the shopping mall and going into a store, picking out the T-shirts that you're forced to buy because you don't think you have options, right? Whatever's there, you got to pick it up. When's the last time you thought, hey, I would like to have something else on my t-shirts, or this is the kind of shirt I'm looking for? Now you have a chance to design it, make a model out of it. So like I said, we're going to split the risk. Month one, it's $500 to set up the business. Month two onwards, so month two to month six, it's $250 a month. There's three models that we offer. $250 a month if you want to go into starter mode, if this is new to you, or you just want to explore if this is a good option. It's $250 a month. If you know that the clothing brand, everything I talked about so far makes sense, and you just want to get it going, start designing the templates, putting up the pictures for your company, and start selling, it's, to me, it's a let's step on it mode, and that's $500 a month. If you're a bit more aggressive, you want us to get involved in this with you and make this into a 6 or 7 figure company in this year, and you wanting to get into high growth mode, then it's at least $1,000 a month, and we'll figure out the different ways we can have the rev share, so we both make money off this, right? So that's kind of our model. The simple site to go if you want to register for this or get more information is LosAngelesIdeaIncubator.com. Okay, so that's LosAngelesIdeaIncubator.com. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. My direct number is 213-924-3466. Once again, that's 213-924-3466. Or if you're watching the presentation, then go ahead and just leave your information underneath this presentation. You're going to see the information there. Book a time where we can start the program. You'll see the little box that you can click on, and next page is going to have the three options for the program. You can get started right away, and we look forward to helping you start your clothing company in the next week and a half. Whatever you need, just shoot us through an email or just give us a quick call, and let's get the show on the road. I look forward to talking to you soon, helping you grow your business, and introducing you to my all-star team of designers, developers, graphic artists, printers, other attorneys, CPA, and the models who can help you get this entire thing up and going in no time. Thanks again for your time. This is Sid Bedinti That's it for this episode. I hope to talk to you soon, and I hope to launch your clothing company with you. Once again, the website is Los Angeles Idea Incubator.com, or you can call me directly or text me at 213 924 3466. Bye bye.